What's up, everybody? I'm not driving while garage selling today, but we've been out for an hour and a half. Hasn't been that fantastic. There's a box of some PS2 stuff, which we'll show you. That was our one. Oh, we're bright. There we are. That was our one score so far. Until we can pull forward so we can show.
Should probably put it in drive.
Yeah, don't go backwards. This sale we're passing right there. It's sort of bright, but yeah, you can get the idea. Lots of VHS tapes. He bought a nice stack. Oh yeah, I got Chippendales 2 at that garage sale right now. That was kind of a big find. Make a noise.
Wow!
That's the noise I was wanting to hear. He didn't really have games out for sale. He wasn't looking to sell his video games. But he brought out the box. I said, hey man, we've been out for an hour and a half, really haven't come across anything. He goes, I'll bring them out, you can look at them. Some Nintendo games, like a few N64, a couple PS2 games. I bought a bag of 12 games. He originally said $100, which kind of took me back. And I was like, all right, well, that's a high price, but we agreed on $60. But I mean, obviously $60 alone for Rescue Rangers 2 would have been a good deal. It does have a little chip in the label right there, but besides that, it looked...
Chip and tail, you might say?
Haha. I'll go through the bag once we get back home, and then the PS2 is actually his. He bought with a bunch of games. There's like one game out of there that I'm going to grab. We'll show you that. We're still garage selling. This just made my day. This made my day.
It's about time.
Yes. At this little garage sale right here, which, yet again, did not have games out for sale, we asked, and she brought out some 64 stuff. We got a Ocarina. I can't even tell if you guys can see it. Nah, kind of Ocarina, a Pokemon Puzzle League, and then, what did you get? You got a Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. $5 each for these two, $1 for Bug's Life. The sale we're just leaving, actually, two people I know. One's a pretty good friend who watches on YouTube. I don't know if he's too far back to say hi. But yeah, he watches the channel and he's been out at the flea market before. Picked up a little stack of GameCube games and some CDs, some good 90s and early 2000s music there. It was $35 for the stack. You can kind of see the titles, and I'll go over better when I get home. I'm glad we decided to continue garage selling. We're getting towards that part of the day where it's like food, garage sale, very awesome party atmosphere garage sale over here. The lady was actually going to dance for us in her bikini. I handed the dollar to her too quickly though, apparently, and she said, sorry, you've already paid me. But for $1, I picked up Left 4 Dead 2, and then this was all free. They had thrown away their Nintendo, which was sad to hear because it was broken, I guess. But he gave me the power plug, the controller, and the AV cable for it, and a copy of Mario Duck Hunt for free. So that was nice of them. I would have liked to see the dance, though. That part, that would have made the whole transaction even better. Dan found a really interesting book here. We got
what'd you get you tattoos on?
Lesbian sex. How much is lesbian sex?
$1.
$1 for some lesbian sex. He's buying it.
All
right, we're saying bye to Sprinkles here. He's taking all these PS2 games in the PS2 Slim system. So we'll just wait. Put it back.
Huh? Put it back up?
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
Oh, some great hits.
Open Season, Shadow the Hedgehog, Dance Dance, Ultimate Spider-Man, X-Men, Ratchet & Clank, Ultimate Alliance, The Incredibles, Sonic Riders, Justice League, Lego Batman, Battle for Volcano Island, and then there's a SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
And Ratatouille.
A disc only, and like 3 or 4 controllers. It was $15 for all that. Oh wait, and there was one more. Oh, 2 more. There was 2 more games for $15 in that whole stack. The Nightmare. Oh no, this one is Batman: Rise of Sinzu, and
Where did yours go?
I don't know where mine went. There's a Nightmare Before Christmas, which I'll show you. Oh wait, he found it. It's right there. So, pretty good day. First hour kind of shitty, but got better later. Of course, we're going to do the game giveaway once I get inside. I'll show you the other stuff that I got.
I never won one of those.
You haven't won yet. You're not going to win.
I can't
one.
now.
No, you're too in. You're too deep. But I have some other stuff I picked up yesterday I'll show you. So say bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
First, we're going to jump right into this week's random game giveaway before we go over the rest of the pickups. Of course, we have Mr. Tickle and Snaggle Fruits here. And this week's drum roll assistant is going to be done on Mr. Tickle's ass, which is filled with beans. Kind of here there. And Snaggle Fruits, he's going to do the drum roll on it. So here we go. The winner of this week's random game on whatever system they want is Mark H. Congratulations, Mark H. Thank you for watching and participating in the weekly videos and leaving comments and shit. Please send me a personal message either here on YouTube or on the Facebook fan page. The link to that is in the About section down below. Let me know what system you want the game to be on and your shipping address, and I'll get that mailed out to you. Actually, I have a bunch of packages going out on Monday for people that have won recent prizes and stuff. So Monday, lots of stuff going out. And guess what? There is a random game giveaway starting right now in this video. All you have to do is be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below, same as every single week. You guys should be used to this by now. The suggestion for this week's comment is, what's the worst movie you have ever seen? Worst as in, like, just plain horrible, or so bad it was amazing and hilarious and you've watched it 100 times. For myself, and I believe for Katie too, a movie called The Room. It has some of the worst acting ever. I can't tell if they're being serious, like trying to act that bad or what, but check out The Room if you've never heard of it. That's your suggestion. The comment can be about whatever you want to put, you know, what'd you get this week, what color was your booger. Doesn't matter. Just be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below. You have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday night to enter. The winner is always announced in the following Sunday pickup video. And what else is there to really say? That's it. Just do it. So now let's go over the things from today and the things I got yesterday. I was off work yesterday on a Friday, which is pretty rare. Allowed me to go to a few garage sales. I actually got up around 10, so not super early, but I went to a few garage sales and went to some pawn shops. I guess first I'll finish up today's finds. In that first pickup, where I always get really excited and show like the best thing like right at the start of the videos, it seems, but hey, here it is again, pretend you didn't see it before. Chippendales 2. I fixed the little nick that was on the label right there. Luckily the piece of the label was still there, it just sort of peeled up, so I put a little teeny dab of glue and stuck it back down, so now it's nice and smooth. Otherwise it's in really nice shape and plays fine. But yeah, so I bought 12 games from him. I can't remember if I told all the details, but I know I bought 12 games from him. They equaled out to be $5 a piece. So I paid $5 for Chippendale 2, and there's nothing here that technically was a bad deal for $5. I got 2 loose disc games, both for the PlayStation. We have original Spyro the Dragon and the original Crash Bandicoot. Very blinding, sorry about that. That's normally Katie's job, is to blind you guys in random pickup videos. Then there was, he had 3 N64 games. He said he sold his N64 like a year ago at another garage sale. 3 games remained, and this was like the good one out of them. Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Then the rest are all NES games except for Jaws Unleashed on the PS2. Now this was sort of like a throw-in at the end when we were trying to figure out the price, and he had said, I'll do, do $60 and you can pick one more game, so I grabbed this out of the box of games and stuff he had. Then we have a 4 Quattro Adventure, which is one of the Camerica games, unlicensed games from the NES. It has Boomerang Kid, Treasure Island Dizzy, Linus Spacehead, and Super Robin Hood on it. It's in fairly decent shape. Turtles Dose. We got The Simpsons, Bart vs. the Space Mutants. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Card has some, like, that browning going on, like the staining to it. This game in particular seems to be one that I just can't find a nice gray copy. They're all going brown. Just a bad mixture of the plastic with that game. Spy vs. Spy. Copy of Mario 3. Dr. Mario. And one more Camerica game, The Ultimate Stuntman, which I just got a copy of this maybe a month ago in a lot of NES games. I think this one's in a little bit better shape than the one I had gotten before. It just has more of the gold still on it. I'll have to compare it to the copy I got and kept. But yeah, so all that, they were $5 each. Like I said, none of those were bad deals for $5, and clearly Chippendale 2 is the big winner there for $5. You already saw these, the Ocarina and the Pokemon Puzzle League, which I never find this game. This is probably the second time I've ever had Pokemon Puzzle League, ever, for some reason. Those were $5 each. That copy of Mario Duck Hunt that came with the cables for the Nintendo, that was all free because I bought the one 360 game they had for $1. They actually had Dead Rising 2 off the record, and I was going to buy that as well, but it wasn't in the case, and they didn't know where it was. Then, this was, you saw The Nightmare Before Christmas, paid $2 for that out of that $15 lot. These are the games I got from my friend, who is a game seller, and he buys a ton of stuff, and then we'll have garage sales or come to the flea market and sell. He always gives me a good hookup price. I mean, like, if you can't tell, there is price stickers on these. Not what I paid. I ended up paying $35 for all the games and the stack of CDs that I got from him. Midway Arcade Treasures 1 on the GameCube, which I didn't have for my collection. Same thing, I didn't have this one. A Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse. Both of those are complete. Billy Hatcher, unfortunately, is missing the manual. A sealed copy of Gears of War Ultimate Edition. And Terraria on the PS4. And then these are the CDs I got, which I love. I really only buy CDs these days if they're at a garage sale and they're like $1. These all were less than $1, technically, because I bundled them with those games. So we have Soundgarden, Down on the Upside, which is a Soundgarden CD that I've been looking for a long time because it has the song Ty Cobb on it. Pretty damn sure that one has like a crazy banjo part to it. I already own this one, but one of my favorite CDs of all time, Stabbing Westward, Darkest Days. Sort of buy that as like a backup because I listened to the other one so much. I think that's like the third time I bought it. Fatboy Slim, You've Come a Long Way, Baby, with the hit Right Here, Right Now. That song, that's on there. Right there, right then. Beastie Boys, Hello Nasty, which I'd probably say is my favorite Beastie Boys CD. Me and Dan were getting an argument about Beastie Boys. He's not a Beastie Boys fan, but it has Intergalactic Planetary on it, which I listened to so much when I was in high school. Smashing Pumpkins, Adore. I know I'm spending a long time on these CDs. Sorry if you're not a rock fan. Silverchair, Neon Ballroom. This is another one I bought. It's like the third time I bought Perfect Circle for their first album, Mir de Noms, because I've, again, wore the crap out of the copies I have. And then this one was just as a joke, more or less. Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish, and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. We instantly put this in the CD player of the car and started singing along to the fantastic lyrical skills of Fred Durst. That was a fun car ride. Alright, so then these pickups are from yesterday on Friday. These were garage sale finds. 2 garage sale finds. I went to maybe 7 or 8 garage sales total. Like I said, I got up at 10. I was out for hour and a half garage selling until about 11:30, and then went to some pawn shops. We have, these were $2 a piece. Final Fantasy, Crystal Bearers, the Crystal Chronicles game, and then Ju-On the Grudge, which has kind of gone up and down in price, but currently sits at around like a $30 to $40 Wii game, so pretty obscure to find, and it is complete. It's been, I think the last time I found it was at a pawn shop for a couple bucks as well, about a year and a half ago or so. We have, this was cool because I never come across RPGs, like Japanese RPG games, at garage sales or not really at pawn shops. They don't sell as much anymore these days. It's a little bit more of a niche genre than it was, obviously, back in PS2 and PS1 era. So I got all these for $10. We got Akiba Strip, Undead, and Undressed. We have J-Stars, Victory versus Plus. Obviously, that's not an RPG. It's a fighting game. Tales of Xillia 2. And then Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. So $10 for the stack of those 4. After the garage sales, I went to a few pawn shops. I got these 2 DS games for, no, they weren't 5. They were $7 a piece. They originally had $10 each on them. We have Pokemon Diamond and Zelda Phantom Hourglass. That was a good dealio. There's like 2 pawn shops in my area that always have a massive amount of DS games, and then all the other pawn shops have like diddly shit. They might have 4 DS games, and they're always the same games that sit there forever. Very weird how that works. And then this was, I thought, was going to be the best find of this week for sure, until Chip and Dale's blew it out of the friggin' water. This is why you always try to make connections, you know, leave your number, or at least, you know, let people know at places like pawn shops, thrift stores, or even consistent garage sales, you know, what you're looking for, because this was put aside for me by a friend of mine that works at a pawn shop, and basically, if I hadn't gone yesterday on Friday, if I'd gone today, I wouldn't have gotten this stuff, because they told me that the manager was going to look them up and either put them for sale online or put them out with a much higher price tag. So now was the time to buy them, and I'm glad I went in a day earlier than I was normally going to. So I'm glad I had the day off on Friday. I got all of these for 25 bucks. It was going to be 27, but she went down $2 to make it a more even number, even though that 25 is not an even number. You know what I'm saying. We got Gradius 3 complete in the box. The boxes on these boxed games are not in great shape. I mean, they have like tears and dings on the corner, but they're there. They're, you know, not, there's no holes in them or anything. Illusion of Gaia, again, cart and manual are in there. This one doesn't have, you can see it's just the cart loose and the manual right there. No tray on the inside. This box is probably the worst. It actually has like a razor blade slice down the side and like some silverfish munchies. A copy of Perfect Dark on the 64. And then, fortunately no box for this one. This would have been nice, but Secret of Evermore with all the paperwork though. The manual, the poster, and like map chart thing. So that was all in there. And then 3 loose cart games. I showed those in a picture on Facebook yesterday. I saved these out of the picture just to keep you guys on edge, suspense, I don't know. But Castlevania 4, we have a Nightmare Creatures, and then last but not least, a copy of Majora's Mask. But 25 bucks for that stack. Not a whole lot. This is one of those weeks where really a small amount of things, but all it takes, and this is the same thing I said like in the time I got Bubble Bobble 2 at a garage sale. It's the part 2s on the NESs that are always fantastic to find, but at the same time when I got that, I only got like 1 score, because it was raining out. All it takes is that one damn find. We hunted for about an hour and a half this morning before we came across this at a garage sale. Shit's still out there. I say that, and anytime I get a good deal or whatever, you know, it's still out there to be found. It's just, you know, hopefully you live in a big populated area that you can go garage selling in. Otherwise, yes, it is harder to do if you're not in a populated area. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to enter this week's random game giveaway. Just be subscribed, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below. I am going to do a little, I don't know, collection video. It's not my game room tour or anything like that, because I'm still not done. I have been working my ass off in here, if you can't tell. Lots more games on the shelves. This is an aisle, if you can't tell. I go down the aisle here. Got a lot of work done in here, but still a lot more ahead. But I believe I have all of my original PlayStation games unpacked, and some of the cooler PlayStation stuff that I have. So I'm actually going to do a PlayStation collection video. Hope to have it up on Wednesday, if not Thursday, somewhere right around there. So look forward to that. And I'm going to try to make it as interesting as I can. I don't like just doing like, hey, look at this and look at this. I like telling a story or, you know, talking about the items. So again, I will see you all later. Love you. Peace.